YouTube, this thing, I have learned so many things which I never knew. Maybe during his speech, he also will part some of the things for all of you. In fact, he was here in 2021, I suppose, earlier. You would be in future attending so many examinations in intermediate, graduation, professional course, etc. All these things what you now going to hear will apply in throughout your life. It's not just one session or something like that. So I will request Dr. Sasikumarji to give you all the aspects, all the knowledge, whatever is possible, whatever is stored in. Thank you very much.
I don't want to steal the time given to Dr. Sasikumar. So very valuable time for him and he will speak to you.
To our today's chief guest, Dr. DrTPS, which all of us are eagerly waiting for. Now I request Dr. DrTPS and then we will move on to that.
Thank you. I must thank Nanan for inviting here, and I am sure without the committee's support it will not happen. I was here on 2021 February 28th. Because that was Science Day.
Science Day, correct.
Right, 2021 Science Day. 2022 I never went out. It's easy to remember, right? I just checked also. It was easy for me to check through the. I just checked and confirmed. So how many of you are? I was in constant discussion with my brother, who is looking after the academics and correspondent earlier. Right. When I reminded last year I was here, immediately he contacted this year also you need to come. And I told one thing. There are how many 10th grade students here? 6. Raise your hands full, not like this, full. 100. How many of you will get 100 out of 100 in all subjects? Then only raise hand, otherwise put the hands down. 100 in 100. All subjects. Sure. Very confident. I think they don't require me. Only one, she wants me, right? You come to me for 10 hours. I'll give you 100 out of 100. Only you. The others cannot come. See, there is a beautiful book, just now I learnt on this, right? Which contains everything what required. When he spoke to me, this is what I said. Let me be with the students for few days. I'll see that you get good marks. I did that in my village. 1 A+ was a great news in all subjects and they were celebrated. One examination during the time I selected 25 students who want to be with me few days before examination, made them to write examination many times. I don't think they need to learn anything new now. If you want to do cycling, what do? Cycling. You want to do it for 2 hours, practice doing 2 hours every day. Correct? Girls generally have, I am also a psychologist. Generally, when we learn psychology, we learn girls separate, boys separate. It's entirely different. Girls have a lot of patience. They will sit and write until the last minute they will write. You know, boys generally, I am not talking about the 3. 3 may be exceptionally brilliant. What happens to them? As soon as they get in the class, when I am going to finish this? That will be the first thought. So what they will do? Their thoughts will be how to finish it, and they don't think in the subject. The other Girls, what will happen? They are worried about what will happen to the result. And they are also worried. So both will fail. Right? So there are a lot of tips. I was just looking at it. Lot of tips, but I don't think reading it will help you.
Each one of them will get one book.
No books reading will help you. After reading this, if you write an exam, you may get 100 out of 100. What is there in the book? But practicing is more important. You understood? Theoretical knowledge is entirely different from practical knowledge. So therefore, workshop is what is required. What is written here, if that can be implemented under the observation of mentors, teachers or mentors. I know when I told that I will come, man said, I am already doing it. So I am so glad. What I do to children, take old question paper. Okay. Don't take old question paper. That's old technique. New techniques I'll tell. All the 6 students prepare question paper. You understood? Prepare question paper. What will be the questions in mathematics? If there are 6 questions you have to answer, if you can prepare 10 questions and all the same question come for examination, that means you can predict what is going to come. If you can predict what is going to come, you will get 100%. Because that only you have to study. Suppose your predictions are wrong, only 50% comes. 50% chance. In which probably you know or you may not know. Correct? So all the 6 people predict 10 each. You will not get 60 questions. If you are brilliant students, you will get 10 to 15 questions. If you are little less than that, you will get 30 questions. So all the subjects prepare questions. Preparing question is the test for the real knowledge. Good enough. Do it for all the subjects. Just do it today. Okay? And tomorrow if you are coming or meeting, or in the evening when you are meeting somewhere, hand over that question paper to your friend. So you will also get a question paper from your friend, right? Answer it with the book or without the book. Doesn't matter. With the book or without the book. But I am sure you are not going to copy the whole thing from the book in the answer sheet, right? You have to reframe it, paraphrase it, make the content, put it into paragraphs, not same paragraph. Good answer sheets, by looking I can give answer, tell how much mark they will get. I done it many university examinations, highest class in the universities. Teachers take a lot of time to evaluate. I will tell, don't give me the answer sheet. I will tell you how much mark. Just look at it like this, because the beauty of the answer sheet is good enough to predict the marks. Okay, I did it. Practically I did, because I was heading the teachers training under the University Grants Commission. So I got all the teachers from different subjects. So it was my interest to know whether I can do it. So I used to tell them, when you come, get the answer sheet, evaluate, but don't put the mark. I will do it and let us see whether we match. Right? And I used to teach them the technique of doing it. It's very simple. I can do it. For all of you I can do it. That's what I do when I do workshop. Then what you should do? You don't evaluate. You give it to your friend. Okay, whoever gave me question paper, I am writing answer, giving back to my friend. He is going to evaluate my answer sheet. When generally you write with the blue or black ink, right? Evaluation is done by red or green. If you want to find the mistakes, red. If you want to tick right, green. That's a government rule. Yes, ma'am. We have violet also in between. Different colors are used for specific purpose. So all of you should buy one green pen and a red pen. You want to tick for your friends or you want to put red? No, I am sure good friends will find mistakes. A good friend is one who will find the mistakes of the other person. Correct? So if somebody is giving in blue and black, tomorrow you should return back that answer sheet in what color? Full red. Spelling mistake, grammar mistake, this point is missing, somewhere some green. So don't evaluate. Generally teachers evaluate. I don't want you to evaluate. I want you to correct the answer sheet. When we were students, teachers used to correct our answer sheets. But today teachers don't correct. You evaluate, give marks. Teacher's job is not giving marks. Teacher's job is correcting the student. Are you getting what I am saying? I am very good at using my words very carefully. Right? So correct your friend's answer sheet. So how many times you read? Read once, prepare questions. Correct? Reading your friend's answer sheet. And if you have all the other 5 are your good friends, all the 5 will give it to you. And you can give to all the other 5s also. So all of that you have to read. So how many answer sheet you will read? So how many times revision is over? Understood? Don't do any revision for students during examination by teachers. It is students who has to revise themselves with the help of students. So you are improving all of them. Okay. Suppose there is a mistake or there is a correct method you are not able to get, especially if this happens in maths. You must ask your friend, please tell me, how is this? How did you get it? Explain to me. And when you explain, you are confirming again and again. And your friend will ask you, no, I don't know, tell me this. So that point also you will write. In examination, don't think, only write. Are you getting what I am saying? During exam, don't think, write. If you are thinking, write that. Then you don't have time to think. Generally what happens to students who don't get time for exam, they are thinking and become tank in Hindi. You know what is tank? Tired. Tank ho jata hai na? Okay. So what happens? Your time is wasted. When I write, I don't think. I just write. Do this. Make paragraphs. Make beautiful. Examination center is the only place you are treated like a Raja. Students are Raja. Why? Sitting in the class, you will have to sit beside like this. Have you ever seen Chief Minister, Prime Minister sitting beside like this? You will have large space, right? In exam hall, you get large space. So you are like a VVIP. Enjoy. And all the other places, when teachers call, you have to go. Only one place you can call teachers. They will go and ask, what do you want? Like a chef in a hotel, have you seen? And you say, I don't want anything, go. And they will go. I used to enjoy my exam. That's the only place. Even the VVIP comes. They will come beside you. Correct? Can you do anywhere else? Is there any place in the world you get free papers? Exam hall. Correct? So I was doing LLB. His wife was my teacher. His wife taught me. I think she taught me Evidence Act. He's also an LLB, right? I also did my LLB in Hyderabad. And most of the days class will not be there. So what do? I prepare and then go. I sit with my friends and then I teach all of them. Best method to learn is to teach. Okay? So all of you should not learn now. You should teach. Teach your friends. Tell them, come. I'll tell you answer for this. Prepare questions. Teach them. Write answers. And when you get question, Same question. I did 3 times. I gave this to my friend and she or he answered this. Then you know the speed in which you will write. And all these years, teachers used to give notes. You have to read. Exam hall is the place where you can punish teachers. Whatever you write, who has to read? So what are you saying? You read. It's the best punishment you can give. So generally when I used to write exams, 10 questions are given, answer any 5. I will write all the 10. You decide which is good, because I know all the 10. Correct? And if you know all the answers and you write very fast without looking anywhere, full concentration, you can finish any exam in half the time. Because that's how question papers are prepared. It's not prepared for the worst student or the best student. It is prepared for the average student. So half time. So if you can finish, I've got a lot of students who are my pet students, brightest students. It's very simple. This is the only technique. What is the technique? Prepare questions. Then you can finish in 1 hour. And I also did it. My LLB, all my answer sheets were nearly 200-300 pages. All. Because 5 questions, generally 80. And I don't use the full page because it's lavish, free. You know how to write? Suppose this is the paper given. First thing what you should do is beautiful margin. Nobody is going to reduce your mark if you reduce this paper into like this. I do it so that your number of papers will be more. 1. Second one, when you have a lot of papers, you have to tie them together, right? When you tie them together, what will happen? Behind this, generally there is a tendency you will write from here to the end. That is not visible. Teachers will feel upset. And when you write question number, somewhere it is missed. Because the other paper will be tied like this, you will not see. Don't. Give sufficient space. Don't write question on the top. Little bottom. Paragraphs, separate paragraphs. When you separate paragraphs, 1 line gap. You have seen the textbook? Paragraph has got a separation, right? Do that. Main points, underline. Because in the textbook you can see highlighted. Bold letter, right? When you look at, that's why I said I can look at the, highlighted, beautifully written, all points are there. Teachers will feel so happy, no? Seeing your answer sheet, every point is there. Fine. Give the mark. What is it? The beauty of your paper, most important. And when you practice every day sitting, especially boys will learn patience. At least for next few days, have this as a regular practice. 2005, I wrote a blog called 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. All these points are there. I am only explaining 1 or 2 for you. How to write exams, how to get marks. Correct? It's very simple. This book is good. I am sure everybody writes books. But reading will not help you unless you practice it. Got it? Just now you chanted Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. If I ask you what is the meaning? Guru Brahma. Brahma is creativity. Guru Brahma. Guru is my creativity. So what is Guru's job? Giving creativity. Not teaching. Make the students creative. How can you be creative? Only when you have knowledge. If Saraswati is not there, Brahma is not there. Correct? I can be creative only when, that is why after masters, PhD. Creating is PhD. Correct? And good friend of mine and Menon. What I did was, I keep sending some messages. 2020 March, 2020 or 21? March, on the same day I was in JNTU. Menon's PhD is from JNTU. Murali Krishna? Yes? He used to invite me for lectures in his department from 2005 onwards. Okay? He was actually very, very senior to us. All my recruitment, they were there. But he loves me so much. So what did I do? 2019, March 15th, I was in your JNTU giving lectures to Infosys engineers for creating Google Map in the iPhone. Now Google Map is by the general Google. iPhone wanted to create a Google Map. So I was teaching them. Infosys people come to JNTU to learn under the department which was once headed by Murali Krishna. So I was teaching them how to create such maps. I taught almost 90 employees batch by batch. Same day I was a teacher. So just to thank him that because of you, I got connected to JNTU. Because of that, I could give a lecture. So thank you, Murali Krishna. So I sent a message about it. Immediately he called him. Generally people ignore messages. Right? I love such people. Then, where are you? He asked. I said, I just returned yesterday, first day from Kathmandu. I was there in Nepal. I went to Everest base camp because I was inspired by one movie called Unchai by Amitabh Bachchan. Seeing that last month, I felt, yeah, I should also. Right? For me, going is not a big problem. Everywhere there are my friends, students, somebody will sponsor. So no money was spent. Not even taxi fare from my house to airport was from my pocket. Because my card itself was not working last week. I traveled. So he asked me which hotel you stayed, what are all the... I was so curious to know where I stayed. Yeah, we are planning, a group of people planning to go to Kathmandu. So right time you called me. He was googling and finding out where he has to stay. See, no connection with what I did for him, what message I sent. But that discussion gave him a new advantage, right? I never knew that he is going to Kathmandu. He never knew that I went to Kathmandu. It was a different contest. Immediately he called. That response came. What is most important in this world as human being is response. Very, very less among students, especially from teachers. Very rarely. No? Very rare. We see people like, I am not saying he thought I am going to school. Very rarely we see people like him. Immediately respond. But every one of you should learn. Immediate response. Finish. Yesterday I had a meeting. It went up to 10:30 night. Somebody from Bangalore was keep on calling me. Immediately I had sent a message saying I am on a meeting. I will finish by 10:30 mostly. Is it the right time to call you? And she said yes. She is a doctor, psychologist. We are planning to do a camp together in Bangalore. Immediately she said yes, I am aware. Anytime. Correct? So our call went another half an hour. Generally what do we do? Tomorrow. Why do you say tomorrow? Because you are thinking you would have less job tomorrow. Correct? If you think tomorrow you are more busy, what you will do? You will finish today itself the job, right? Why am I saying this? For all of you. Finish the job today. What did I do? Murali Krishna? Hotel number, hotel address, hotel website, my pictures which I have taken, the aircraft address where which I went, but my knowledge that there is another better one, and he said he wanted to go to Pokhara. I said don't go by road. I did not go, but for him I googled. It takes 6 hours to 8 hours, but fly it is only half an hour. The roads are not good. There can be climate. I checked with the climate. There can be rain because last week itself it was drizzling. Why should I do it? Why should I do it? Just to get thank you for the nice information? No. I am learning. You understood? What am I doing? I am learning. I am not bluffing. You can look at. He will watch. This is what I did just before coming. This is what I was doing. So all the time I keep myself busy. For what? For none of my benefit. It for somebody's benefit. What is the advantage? I am learning. So when you share, especially for students who are writing exam and say, when you share, you will have to think whether you are right or not. When you think you are right or not, what are you doing? You are learning. When you learn, your confidence will improve. Do you think I prepared for coming to give a talk to you? I wrote here, Tulasi I should speak, but I didn't speak. I am just seeing that. When you are giving Tulsi, one of the best things, Namas Tulasi Kandyani, Namaste Krita Sakshini, Nama Pratyaksha Devaya. You know what is the Pratyaksha Devam? Tulsi. So if Tulsi grows in your house is most positive. No Vastu problem. You want to check Vastu? Put Tulsi. And if it's not growing, some problem. So what do? Put hibiscus around. All Devi temples they give hibiscus because Devis can change energy. Correct? How do you know? Observe. How do you learn? Observe. Correct? How do you gain experience? Traveling. Keep on sharing knowledge. All of you can do well. From today you decide I am going to study maths and I will teach my friend who don't understand maths. And somebody else learn physics, teach. You can do it. I can go on and on, but I am not doing it. Already spoke 30 minutes. Good enough. I remember 2 years back I was there in SN school and all the 10th class students I explained 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. That video is also available. Exam, DrTPS. You will see how it was a half day program. It was a half day. Which subject is tough for you? Maths. Very simple. All other subjects getting full is difficult. My PhD is in mathematics. I am a mathematician. Only one subject you can get 100 out of 100. That is mathematics. Correct? But what is that you should do? Practice questions which are going to come in exams. How do you know which questions will come? Ask your friends. Because they are confident, right? All 5 of you give one question paper maths to her tomorrow morning. Done or not? Look at the textbook, answer it. Done. I am sure if they don't get also, you will get 100 out of 100. Because if they are confident 100 out of 100, they know to predict. So 5 people giving questions, definitely it will be slightly different. 30 questions or 40 questions you will get. Done. Very simple, not difficult.
And only seeing book only she will answer.
See, if you have not seen all the Kairalites, Padinettam Padi, there is a beautiful movie in which Mammootty is the hero. And there is school students who don't get marks at all. And they are sent to Mammootty for training them how to get. You know what Mammootty teaches? Take a paper. Whatever questions you will come for, you know this question is going to come. And you cannot by heart it, you cannot learn. Write it in a paper. Keep it inside your pocket for copy. I am not coding. It will be on YouTube. So what am I teaching you? Copy. Not in one paper. One paper is not enough. 2-3 papers. So how many papers you will keep? So many, right? And teachers will catch you? No. So don't do it. So what you should do? Don't write on full paper. Write it on half paper. Okay, make it. Yeah, she knows. She has done it. Bits and pieces, very bits and pieces, right? But then bits and pieces, when you write, some mistakes comes, you will have to cut it. Don't cut it because you are wasting space. What do you do? Learn how to write it on
Smaller things.
smaller ones. Iteratively you should do it. First big one, next small one, next small one. So how many times you already wrote? 16 times. Learned it. Understood? If you practice how to write small, but don't write the full thing. When you write from the first paper to second paper, reduce it. That's what. I am not telling. Mammootty. I see all the movies. That's my time pass. When I travel, what do? Is I download all the movies, and then when the travel I see. All my air travel is by movies only. I'll finish many movies. So copy. How many times? Yeah, big paper, small paper, small paper, small paper. The last smallest one. Then you will, I don't require. I know already. Correct? Practice it. Practice. And patience. To write it, you need a lot of patience, right? Correct? When Menon suggested this program, I told you should get blessings from your parents. Right? What is our sloka which says? First. Again. So there is only one person can give you blessing. Who is that? Mother. Yesterday I had a talk. I posted that, in which I said, my best place. I teach Himalayan meditation, but I never taught anybody. I keep saying the best place to meditate is your mother's lap. Right? All of you should touch your mother's feet. Which Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya in Northeast 10th class students, I was telling Menon, I attended a lot of such programs in which compulsory mother, father will come. And that was a big function, lighting lamp in front of them, the mother will bless. Father, unimportant, mother is most important. Just now I was seeing the army school, students are writing exams. Once upon a time, me and my wife was standing there to receive the son after the exam. Right? Before going, mother will put hand on the head and then say, bless you. It has a lot of value. Why you know? Your father may not have tension, how much mark you will get. Who will have more tension? Mother. Correct? Because your biorhythm means the heartbeat and all the parameter inside you exactly matches with the mother. When you hold their hand on your head, their blessings, their heartbeat will come to you. Their feelings will come to you. Their feeling that you should do well in your exam will come to you. Therefore, you will be able to do well. So, Madhur Devo Bhava, then father, then only Ajahn. Yesterday we had a meeting, work definition. I edit and I type WORK. Spelling correct, no? While typing, I got a new idea. I put W here or K. You want wealth or knowledge? That is decided by the work which you do. Because generally, by definition, work is only which earns money, which produces result. I was talking in that webinar. I said, no, knowledge creation is also work. It may result in a result or not. Your studies are work. So you are also working from home. Correct? So I was defining all that in that video. Work is important. What is work is important? Your work for examination is important. Whether produce result or not, don't worry about it. Let somebody evaluate. Don't worry after the exam also. Enjoy. But now, full time. Okay? Done? You are genuinely said you will get 100 out of 100 in all subjects? 100%? You think you can improve? How much? You know what will happen? He was asking, you had to return back, Kairali Education Society, you had to, if all the 6 becomes 100 out of 100, don't you think it will come in all the newspapers? Not here, whole Telangana. It will come in the newspapers, right? Your pictures also will come. All the 6 of you. That's how you should do it. So all the best, God bless you. Enjoy exam. I don't say don't have tension in exam. What do I say? Enjoy exam. Enjoy exam, study, Google it. You will know. Fine? And the others are in 9th class? You want to see how tension they have? Yeah, 9th class students are I used to do workshop for 9th class students only. And then give a blessing for 10th class together. Because they are going to have classes now, they get ready in the new spirit, right? You will see BKV, Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya, DrTPS. You will see my classes for 9th class, camps for 10 days, creating all of them into the most. And now I am being called in different places. Punjab I went because my students from Northeast is studying in Punjab. My students are only calling me for classes. Correct. They are my torch bearers. I am sure when you do well, there are only 3-4 things which you require in life. Wealth, money, if you want to call wealth as money. Second, fame. And third one is knowledge. But why do you want all this? Because I want to be happy. Right? So now are you happy? No, not happy because studies are so difficult. Now your study will become so interesting when you correct your friend's answer sheet. Don't do it in the daytime. Do it after 11 o'clock when you are feeling really sleepy. You will not sleep because you want to put red marks to your friend's answer sheet. You know? I used to stay without sleep for 10 days. Very simple. Do interesting job. You will not get sleep. Assume you are evaluating somebody's answer sheet and tomorrow you have to give everything red. And you give red, when you give back, they will start fighting with you, right? Tomorrow. So what are you fighting? Where did I go wrong? Yeah, this is wrong. Show me in which book. You open the book and say, here it's book. Are you not studying? Is it not fun? Right? So tomorrow onwards, we must see that all the 6 people are fighting each other. And you will remember all of you together. That's how all my friends who are with me are, all those people who studied with me are my best friends. All those who studied with me are my best friends. Even today they are 40 years back. They are still with me. Because we taught each other. So all of you should do it. All the best, God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dr. DrTPS Kumar. I think in a very short time he has given the information and how to do that, and very briefly condensed and put it in a very lucid, simplest way by Dr. DrTPS sir. And we are very thankful to him for giving us his valuable time and knowledge.